po. So, good afternoon po, sir. Okay, good afternoon po, sir. My name is, I am Ezekiel Shandayatira din po. So, I am a student nurse po from College of Nursing. So, um, may I get your permission po, may I get your, may I get your permission po to, volunteer or to cooperate in my, return demonstration po, which is the genitalia permission po. So, okay, so agree to assume that the patient agree to volunteer in my return demonstration. So, before we start, I need to gather all the equipments that I needed. So, this is the equipments that I needed, and then I'm going to explain to the client what I'm going to do. So, good afternoon po, sir. We're going to do a genitalial assessment po. So, for this assessment po, I'm going to inspect and palpate your genitalia po. So, so we can detect if they have any early signs of inspect any early signs of diseases or infection po in your genitalia and your rectum po. So, after that, I'm going to provide a privacy to the patient by closing the doors and the windows. So, assume that I'm already done closing the doors and the windows, and um, I'm going to ask the patient to wear a gown. So, assume this is a gown. So, okay. So, after that, I need to do a hand washing, and I'm going to do wear a gloves. So after that, assume that I already wear a gown. So first, I need to inspect the pubic hair or the pubic hair distribution in the genitalia of the patient. So, okay. So first, I need to inspect the pubic hair of the patient. Okay, so for the pubic hair of the patient is it should be equal distributed on the pubic hair of the patient. Also, it should be a diamond shape. Also, there's no parasite on the pubic hair of the patient. Also, it should be have it should be having a it should be having a smooth on the um, on the pubic hair of the patient. And then I'm going also, it should be having no rashes and redness on the pubic hair of the patient. And then, um, no rashes, no lesions. Also, it should be also smooth on the pubic hair of the patient. So we inspect that so we can detect if they have any infection or um any early signs of infect um, sexual transmitted diseases po. So, now I'm going to inspect the shaft of the skin of the patient. So, I'm going to inspect now. So upon on my inspecting on the shaft of the patient, it should be having the skin of the shaft of the patient. It should be having a skin, also a consistent and the color, consistent in color. Also in there, it should be no intact and no cuts on the shaft of the patient. Also there should be no swelling or swelling, discoloration, or any lesions on the shaft of the patient. So for the abnormal findings, it should be having a redness, ulcer, lesions, and also having a swelling. So also should be having discoloration. So we do that so we can check if they have any early signs of sexual trans any early signs of sexual transmitted infection po. So now I'm going to palpate the shaft of the um, palpate the shaft of the um, palpate the shaft palpate the shaft of the genitalial of the patient. So now I'm going to palpate po. So sir, tell me if you feel any tenderness or if you feel any pain po. Okay, so upon on my palpating, it should be also a soft. Also, I don't feel any hardness. So also, the patient doesn't feel any pain or discomfort when I palpate the shaft of the genitalia of the patient. So also, for the abnormal findings, when I palpate, it should be also a painful when I palpate the shaft of the genitalia of the patient. Also, you should be having a hardness. So, we do that so we can detect if they have any infection on the genitalia of the patient. So, after we're going to inspect for the foreskin of the patient if they have a foreskin. So, if the patient having a foreskin, we can pull back so uh, we can check the head of the genitalial of the patient. So now I'm going to check the foreskin. Okay. So upon on my inspecting on the foreskin of the patient, it doesn't have any redness and also it cannot be retract the foreskin on the genitalial of the patient. Also, it doesn't have any swelling, redness or lesions. So now for the abnormal findings, it also have a lesions, redness, also a having a also if having a painful or the patient feel any tenderness or any pain when I retract the foreskin of the head foreskin of the genitalial of the patient. So now so we do that so we can detect if they have any swelling on the inflammatory so we can detect if they have any swelling or infection that we can detect or we can see on the foreskin on the foreskin of the patient. So now we're going to inspect the glands and urethral meatus on the patient. So now we're going to inspect po. So sir, I'm going to inspect lang po. So upon on my inspecting the uret the urethral of the gland of the patient, it should be a smooth. Also there should be no redness or any lesion. So it should be also is smooth, and also the color is pink, so it should be a uniform in color. Also it can be also a tip or round the shape of the gland of the head of the genitalium of the patient. Also it should be having no redness or swelling. So it should be also a also the opening, it should be also in the midline. So we do that so we can detect if they had any sign of infection or um, any signs of sexual transmitted infection. So now we're going to palpate the urethral we're going to palpate the urethral for having any, if they have any dischargement. So, sir, I'm going to palpate the urethral lang po. So, tell me po, sir, if you have any, if you feel any discomfort, or if you feel any pain po. So, upon on my palpating on the urethral of the patient, I don't see any fluid comes out on the urethral of the patient. So, it indicating a having a good, it indicating having no infection on the urethral of the patient, because if we can see any dischargement or any fluid that comes out when we palpate the urethral of the patient, it can be also having a infection on the urethral of the patient. So now we're now going to assessing the scrotum of the patient, which is the scrotum and the contents of the scrotum and the content of we're going to now assessing or inspecting the scrotum and content. So now we're going to inspect for the size, shape of the scrotum. So also the position of the scrotum. So I'm going now to inspect. This is the scrotum of the patient. So for the scrotum, okay. So upon on my inspecting on the scrotum of the patient, it doesn't have a swelling or lesion. Also, it should be okay that sorry, it should be okay that the scrotum of the patient is asymmetrical, because the left side is much bigger than the right side of the scrotum of the patient. That is normal. Also, the scrotum of the patient is it doesn't have any swelling or it doesn't have any lesion. So also it should be having a round shape of the scrotum of the patient. So now we're going to inspect the skin details on the scrotum of the patient. So, sir, I'm going to inspect lang po. Okay, so upon on my inspecting on the scrotum of the patient, I don't see any lesion or redness po. So, if we can see any lesions or redness on the scrotum of the patient, it indicating having a sexual transmitted infection po. Also, it should be having a it should be having no cracks or any lesions po on the scrotum of the patient. So now, we're going to palpate now the scrotum of the patient. So sir, do you feel any pain po ba? Okay, so upon on my palpating, the scrotum of the patient, it doesn't have any, I don't feel any, I don't feel any um, lumps on the scrotum of the patient. Also, I don't feel any, I don't feel any, I don't feel any, um, I don't feel any abnormalities. Also, the scrotum of the patient is having, I don't, I don't feel any lesions. Also, the scrotum of the patient is smooth and also having a no lumps on the scrotum of the patient when I palpate it, because also it doesn't have any tenderness or swelling. So now we're going to do a transilluminate on the scrotum of the patient so we can detect if they have any swelling. So now, sorry, I'm going to using the pen light lamp po, I'm going to trans-illuminate lang po on the both side of the first scrotum lang po. Okay po. So, upon ongoing, so when I do the trans-illumination po on the scrotum of the patient, I don't see any row, I don't see any red glow skin on the scrotum of the patient, because if we see any bright, if we see any redness on the scrotum of the patient, it indicating having a swelling on the scrotum of the patient. So we do that so we can detect if they have any swelling po. So now I'm going to check the inguinal of the, so now I'm going to check the inguinal of the patient. So first I'm going to change the position lang po. We're gonna, we're now going to the inguinal assessment po. So, sir, let's make sure that the patient is lying back position po so we can check the inguinal assessment po. So, first, we need to inspect if they have any signs of hernia po. Okay, so upon on my inspecting, so I don't see any bulges po or swelling on the hernia on the back of the patient. So also I don't see any, so the bulge so the bulge and swelling is indicating having a um, abnormalities on the I they have any signs or bulge bulgement po on the hernia of the patient. It indicating the bulgeness or swelling po. It indicating having a appearance on the having hernia po, possible signs of hernia po on the groin of the patient. So the pa so so now we're going to palpate the inguinal canal of the patient. So sir, tell me po if you feel any discomfortness po, or do you feel any tenderness po or any pain po? So sir, pwede po ba kayong umubo? Okay, so upon on my palpating and when the patient cough, I don't feel any masses po. Also, when the patient cough po, uh, when the patient cough po, I don't feel any tenderness din po. So, also there's no swelling. I don't feel any lesions din po. So, now I'm going to palpate the femoral area of the patient. So, sir, I'm going to palpate lang your femoral area po. Okay, so upon on my palpating po, I don't feel any masses po or swelling on the femoral area of the patient. So, um, now in we're now going to do the anus and the perip no, we're now going to do the anus and the perineal area assessment po. So now I'm going to inspect the I'm now going to inspect the skin and the area of the anus po. Okay po, so upon on my inspecting po, the the anus po of the patient is dark. So that it is just normal lang po. Also, it is dark it is dark po. Also, I don't see any lesions or redness po on the I don't see any lesions, and I don't see any lumps po. So um, lumps po. Also, for the, I don't see any redness din po. So we do that if we do that so we can detect if they have any signs of sexual transmitted infection po. So, or any problem din po sa rectum na patient po. So now we're going to do the rectal prostate on the patient po. So I will be pushing down my finger on the rectum of the patient. So sir, tell me, I'm going to put my finger lang po on your rectum po. So tell me po sir if you feel any pain po or tenderness po on when I put my finger on your rectum po. So sir, I will check the rectum prostate lang po. Push down po sir if you feel any po. Okay, so when the patient push down, when the patient on the when the patient push down, I don't see any lesions, I don't see any redness po or any blood or any fluid that comes out on the rectum of the patient, because if we see any fluid that comes out on the rectum of the patient, it indicating having a a it indicate it indicating having a sexual transmitted disease on the rectum of the patient. So also I don't see any red tissues that comes out on the rectum of the patient. So we do that so we can detect if they have any we do that so we can check if they have any signs po ng ng redness po, if any having a blood po on the part of the anus, that blood that comes out from the tissue, that blood that comes out on the anus of the patient po. So now we're going now to do the we're now going to palpate the rectum of the patient. So we're now going to palpate the rec we're now going to palpate the anal spinal of the patient. So now I'm going to put my one finger on the on the rectum of the patient. So sir, tell me if you feel any pain po. So assume that I put lubricant on my finger po. So that the patient doesn't feel any pain po. So assume that I put on the a lubricant on my finger, and I'm going to palpate the sphincter. Okay, so we do that po so we can check the tightness po of the rectum of the patient. So now we're going to, for the findings po pala, so for the findings is for the muscle in the rectum of the patient is strong. For the if it is the rectum of the patient is strong, also if the patient feel any, if you feel any muscles po, the patient having a weak muscle on the rectum po. So now we're now going to assessing the rectum and the prostate po. Now I'm going to palpate the rectal mucosa on the patient po. So sir, tell me po on when you feel any pain po. I'm going to palpate lang po. Okay, so upon on palpating on the rectal mucosa of the patient, I don't feel any tenderness po. I don't feel any tenderness on the rectal of the mucosa of the patient. It is also a smooth and also a having a smooth and soft po. So for the abnormalities, it should be having a wrap. Also, it should be having a wrap and hard when you palpate po. So now we're going to palpate the prostate. Now we're going to palpate the prostate gland of the patient. So, sir, I'm going to palpate your prostate gland lang po. So, when I palpate the prostate gland of the patient, I don't feel any enlargement on the prostate gland of the patient. So, it is not too small. Also, it is not too large on the prostate gland of the patient. So, now we're going to do the we're now going to do the now I'm going to do put my fingers so we can check if they have any bleeding on the rectum of the patient.